I want to learn to play the guitar. I want to learn to play the guitar. Would you suggest I try something special? Would you suggest I try something special? Wi-Fi password is password. Wi-Fi password is password. This is the best method I've found to keep plants healthy. This is the best method I've found to keep plants healthy. Today I got up early and had my breakfast too. Today I got up early and had my breakfast too. May I assist you? May I assist you? You should respect other people's opinions, even if you disagree. You should respect other people's opinions, even if you disagree. The computer crashed during the presentation. The computer crashed during the presentation. You should not repeat at sunrise. You should not repeat at sunrise. Complaint. Complaint. Students are preparing for the school theater. Students are preparing for the school theater. Should you be an athlete every day? Should you be an athlete every day? Ready. Ready. You can't pass after 3 nights. You can't pass after 3 nights. While it is time-consuming, cooking from scratch is healthier. While it is time-consuming, cooking from scratch is healthier. I told. He is running in the race. He is running in the race. Basically. Is his stepson a naturalist? Is his stepson a naturalist? I felt rejected. We were friends since childhood, so we knew each other very well. We were friends since childhood, so we knew each other very well. He wants to adopt a pet. He wants to adopt a pet. I have many books. I have many books. I wish we had seen the movie in theaters. I wish we had seen the movie in theaters. The plant grew on its own without any help. The plant grew on its own without any help. Documentaries are interesting to watch. Documentaries are interesting to watch. Self. Dress is expensive. Dress is expensive. Must force it. The development of new technology has created new business opportunities. The development of new technology has created new business opportunities. Would watch at noon. Doesn't he normally step? Has he finished cleaning his room? How much will it take? Then I may not be organized. The project was completed ahead of schedule. We may have to postpone the trip. I don't think knowledge is necessarily the best solution. Monthly leave. This is the best pizza I've ever had. We'd better be careful when crossing the street. Other hands. I nanny next year. Your grandson was a harvester. The guests were coming to the party. Shall we tell you in 3 weeks? How many chairs are there? I have a surprise for you, he said to me. He will fix the broken chair. The museum was closed today for renovations. Come again, Tommy. Monthly counseling. monthly counseling. You can never learn. You can never learn. They went camping in the forest and saw many animals. They went camping in the forest and saw many animals. Should I be worried at sunrise? Should I be worried at sunrise? Wasn't he the operator at sunrise? Wasn't he the operator at sunrise? Didn't I become a tradesman a week ago? Didn't I become a tradesman a week ago? Can't you apply then? Can't you apply then? The students are listening to the teacher. The students are listening to the teacher. I might try a new recipe for dinner. I might try a new recipe for dinner. 2 afternoons may not dance. 2 afternoons may not dance. They are cheering for their team. They are cheering for their team. Are we waiting for anyone? Are we waiting for anyone? I'm going to the concert. I'm going to the concert. We have to wear uniforms at work. We have to wear uniforms at work. Shall we continue in the twilight? Shall we continue in the twilight? Do you have sunglasses? Do you have sunglasses? If I were a scientist, I would find a cure for a disease. If I were a scientist, I would find a cure for a disease. He can be a nighttime announcer. He can be a nighttime announcer. Do I ever evaluate? Do I ever evaluate? Can I return often? Can I return often? Was it working before? Was it working before? He can join us for dinner later. He can join us for dinner later. Didn't you do it weekly? Didn't you do it weekly? The students had already left the classroom when the teacher entered. The students had already left the classroom when the teacher entered. He will fix the car engine. He will fix the car engine. Don't we pass at sunrise? Don't we pass at sunrise? How about going to the museum on Saturday? How about going to the museum on Saturday? They had lunch at a restaurant yesterday. They had lunch at a restaurant yesterday. The team led by his coach won the tournament. The team led by his coach won the tournament. We volunteered at a shelter to help homeless people. We volunteered at a shelter to help homeless people. Is her stepdad a gardener? Is her stepdad a gardener? We're rent. We're rent. He listened to music with his headphones. He listened to music with his headphones. If you save money, you can't buy a car. If you save money, you can't buy a car. His half-sister is the referee. His half-sister is the referee. If he saves enough money, he will buy a new car. If he saves enough money, he will buy a new car. Firstly, we need to clean the house before our guests arrive. We need to clean the house before our guests arrive. Your friend is a wrestler. Your friend is a wrestler. Her brother-in-law is the receptionist. Her brother-in-law is the receptionist. I threw a baseball with my friends. I threw a baseball with my friends. If you'd bought the ingredients, we could have cooked together. If you'd bought the ingredients, we could have cooked together. His grandfather was a bounty hunter. His grandfather was a bounty hunter. Was our sister an interviewer? Was our sister an interviewer? Yellow flowers are brighter than white ones. Yellow flowers are brighter than white ones. Was their grandmother a beautician? Was their grandmother a beautician? Your father is a speaker. Your father is a speaker. You are adapting. You are adapting. You are a loyal friend. You are a loyal friend. His brother-in-law is a factory worker. His brother-in-law is a factory worker. I have to cut. I have to cut. We went out for a drink after the concert. We went out for a drink after the concert. I drive carefully. I drive carefully. The baby is babbling. The baby is babbling. The baby sleeps in the crib. The baby sleeps in the crib. The house is beyond the limits of possibility. The house is beyond the limits of possibility. They had saved enough money to buy a new car. They had saved enough money to buy a new car. Some of my favorite hobbies are reading and painting. Some of my favorite hobbies are reading and painting. Can you add yearly? Can you add yearly? Can't I become a dietitian 3 nights ago? Can't I become a dietitian 3 nights ago? Should not be undertaken every month. Should not be undertaken every month. I have to go home. I have to go home. Does it harvest after 1 second? Does it harvest after 1 second? I bent down and tried to touch my toes, but I couldn't quite reach them. I bent down and tried to touch my toes, but I couldn't quite reach them. Forbidden. Forbidden. The team's challenge is to win the championship. The team's challenge is to win the championship. What is the capital of the United States of America? What is the capital of the United States of America? He's too young to drive. He's too young to drive. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Can't they be lumberjacks in the afternoon? Can't they be lumberjacks in the afternoon? She used to take ballet lessons when she was younger. She used to take ballet lessons when she was younger. The surgeon will be here to talk to you before the procedure. The surgeon will be here to talk to you before the procedure. He saved money by cutting back on unnecessary spending and was able to afford a vacation as a result. He saved money by cutting back on unnecessary spending and was able to afford a vacation as a result. They pushed themselves to the limit. They pushed themselves to the limit. Children operator. Children operator. How often does it come to us? How often does it come to us? His grandson was a developer. His grandson was a developer. Does it warn you at sunrise? Does it warn you at sunrise? His wife is an anesthesiologist. His wife is an anesthesiologist. Not all of us are happy with this plan. Not all of us are happy with this plan. He does not teach. He does not teach. You have to take this medicine 3 times a day, the doctor said. You have to take this medicine 3 times a day, the doctor said. Attractive. Attractive. She is a nurse. She is a nurse. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. The letter was received this morning. The letter was received this morning. You prefer tea to coffee. You prefer tea to coffee. He enjoys hiking in the mountains. He enjoys hiking in the mountains. I am an intensive care specialist every day. I am an intensive care specialist every day. I plan to study tonight. I plan to study tonight. We are promoting next year. We are promoting next year. My brother is a lifeguard. My brother is a lifeguard. How long have you been married? How long have you been married? She is very talented in singing and dancing. She is very talented in singing and dancing. He did not pass the test because he did not understand the subject. He did not pass the test because he did not understand the subject. Will you buy it? Will you buy it? The dancers will perform at the ballet next month. The dancers will perform at the ballet next month. I could swim when I was 5 years old. I could swim when I was 5 years old. I have to go to the toilet. I have to go to the toilet.